Okay, this week I'm going to actually get back into talking about the supplementation. Now, the role of supplementation or supplements is to kind of help get make sure you're getting in the nutrients that you need, because any nutritional approach isn't going to necessarily have 100% of what you need. So you're going to have those small gaps in your approach and everything. So whether it's completely plant-based with vegan, or completely animal-based with carnivore, or anywhere in between with like paleo, keto, vegetarian, uh, whatever. So this is where the supplementation comes in handy. So this week I'm actually going to talk about one of the things that you can use on top of like a multivitamin to make sure you have all your micronutrients covered, and it's one of the easiest ways to do it and everything. So what you can do with and what I'm talking about is Moringa. It's probably one of, if not the most nutrient dense plant out there. So some of the stuff that it has, we'll link in the comments like usual to to nutritional facts and everything. So it's a .org site, so it's actually pretty legitimate too. So you can see oh hey, this is what good, something good to supplement with. So it's one of those things that has 10 times the vitamin A of carrots, has something like 12 times the vitamin C of oranges, 17 times the calcium of milk, 15 times the amount of potassium versus bananas, 25 times the amount of iron versus spinach, and 9 times the amount of protein versus yogurt. So now, of course, those numbers are usually based off of a full serving of 100 grams and everything. So now, in most supplementations, you're only getting a fraction of it. But the idea of supplementation is to get those nutrients. So you're going to, in a sense, get a fraction of some of those numbers and everything. For instance, the one that I offer, and I'll link in the comments below too. It's usually 3 grams, and it's so easy to do. All you do is once you open up the packet, you pour it in 12 ounces of water, and you drink it. So that's twofold. So number one, you're getting micronutrients with the Moringa. Yes, I said it's only 3 grams, so it's the numbers that I mentioned are going to be kind of a fraction of what those numbers are. But the point of supplementation is to kind of help fill those gaps and everything. So this, first off, like I said, you're getting those micronutrients. Second, oh hey, you're getting hydrated because you're drinking water and everything. So, or what you can do is what I've done is mixed it in milk and everything. So 1-2 punch and everything. So Moringa plus milk. Now, of course, you might be lactose intolerant, so that idea might not necessarily be a good idea. So stick with the water and everything. So. But so this is the whole idea of supplementation. But first and foremost, you have to kind of have your nutrition in check. Now, could you be working on getting your nutrition in check and start using this stuff to, in a sense, help get you along the way while you're fixing your nutrition? Absolutely. So this is another way that supplementation comes in handy, is while you're working on, in a sense, making sure that your nutrition is in check, using stuff like this to help you along the way. So for instance, if you're just starting out, chances are you're eating a lot of junk food, pizza and wings, and you're probably maybe not in excess, but you're probably drinking alcohol and so first and foremost, if you're starting to cut all of that stuff out, jump into something like this while you're working on figuring out which foods work best for you and which nutritional approach works best for you. This is where something comes in handy. So now I do use this Moringa every day, and of course I also use a collagen boost, Moringa with the collagen boost. So, and of course collagen is good for skin, hair, and nails and everything. So that's another way you can get that, and of course it's still in the link that I'll be sharing too. So that's the concept of supplementation, or at least my approach, my viewpoint on supplementation is that, hey, look, it's there to supplement your nutrition. So now, again, I'll reiterate that you could start using it while you're in the process of fixing your nutrition. But supplementation isn't necessarily going to fix a shitty nutritional approach. So that means, oh, hey, look, I'll just take these supplements and I'm good to go. No, you have to use these in tandem with a good nutritional approach. Now, again, I'll reiterate, you can use it while you're fixing that, with your fixing your nutrition. So it's kind of like the same concept that like you can't out train a shitty nutritional approach, because like if you're sitting there going to the gym and you're eating garbage when you get home, for every step you're taking forward, you're pretty much taking 2 steps back. It's the same kind of concept with supplementation. You want to make sure that you are at least working on fixing your nutritional approach while you're using supplements, and you use supplements to kind of supplement your nutrition and everything. So this would be one, like if you use this like with a multivitamin, it would be like the good 1-2 punch that you could use to ensure that you're getting those micronutrients. And it gives you in a sense, it does help give you a little bit more flexibility in your nutrition. So like you might have certain foods that you know you like to eat every single day. So like for instance, like me, I mean, yeah, I would like to eat steaks and everything, but like that's a little too expensive. So I tend to eat pork, and like I do eat a lot of fruit, and like I do dairy. So that tends to be my approach. So I tend to be a little deficient in iron. So something like this moringa, like I said, having like 25 times the amount of iron in spinach, this helps me make sure that I get the iron that I need and everything. So this is like what you can do to kind of complement you being successful in the gym with your nutrition. So it's like, think of it as like a pyramid. You have like your nutrition down here, and on this side training, and this side supplementation. So at the base, always you want nutrition. So it's, of course, it's always an ongoing process. You're always constantly trying to learn, trying to better, and so making those minor tweaks and stuff, not only with your base, but once you have that foundation of all three, of nutrition, training, and supplementation, then you'll be kind of like being able to sit there and like, okay, I got this, I got a good foundation with these. Now let me start tweaking what I can use. So like again, you can get into like other supplements that I've gone over, like joint supplements, fish oil, and like and of course there are some like protein powders that you can use. So with protein powders, you can go either or, with considering it either a food source or a supplement. And of course, you can get into some of the bodybuilding, the supplements, like a pre-workout, an intra-workout, and a post-workout. Now, those aren't necessary. So if you're looking at supplementation, I would say what's necessary is like for starters would be a multivitamin and something like this moringa I'm talking about. Again, to get those micronutrients that you need. Then you can start building out, like, okay, like let me start looking at other supplements that I might need, like okay, let me see about the joint supplement. I am someone who lifts on a regular basis, so that might be a good idea for me. What about fish oil? You can reference my previous videos on stuff like that and everything. So, and then again, that once you have like that base, like I said, the 1-2 punch of a multivitamin. Yeah, as my watch is going off, let's see if I can. There, kind of like numb it. So perfect timing. My alarm goes off and while I'm doing a video, but hey, you can't necessarily script everything. So, but anyway, that's the whole idea of like taking this moringa supplement, is to give you that 1-2 punch with a multivitamin to get your supplementation good foundation. And then, like I said, you can start branching out and like get into like the other stuff, like the fish oil, the joint supplement I mentioned. And like if you're someone who like does want to get into stuff like protein powder, yeah, it would be a good idea too. But like if you're someone who like is really into like using like supplements, then it's good, quite possible you could start expanding into stuff like a pre-workout and everything. So. But with stuff like I'll reiterate, with like stuff like pre-workouts, I mean, I do use one, but they aren't necessary. So like if you're looking, if you're tight for money and you're looking for the most bang for your buck for your supplements, I would say stick with like a multivitamin and the moringa. So that way, you know, you have your foundational approach for getting your nutrients in with a good nutritional approach, getting decent quality food sources. Whatever your approach is. And so this is the whole idea of taking moringa, is to help that like multivitamin that you take to be able to get like keep saying, that nice 1-2 punch to get your micronutrients in, to make sure that you are leading a healthy lifestyle.